What's up, funny tubers out there in funny tuber land? We're almost live here in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and you're listening to the KJW42 Almost Live channel. This is something I haven't done in a long time. It's a podcast, kind of a short podcast. That's why you can't see my face on here, or the man that I'm fixing to introduce his face, thank God. This is a podcast, so it doesn't have a visual picture, but it is on my YouTube channel. And so, I want to introduce to you the CEO and co-owner of Backyard Beatdown and the Wrestling with Webby YouTube channel, my dear enemy, Webby.
Oh, well, thank you. That was a marvelous introduction.
Thank you. Welcome to the podcast.
I think everybody needs to understand they don't need to see your face.
What's that supposed to mean?
I
woe makeup. I make woe makeup to hide the wrinkles.
You're going on 50, so I mean.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Whoops. Whoa, get gravy. But we are here in, this is a useless podcast. We don't really have nothing important to talk about. Except we are at the movie, in the parking lot at the movie theater here in Coke.
Don't ruin it that we don't have anything to talk about.
Yeah, we're going to try to be correct. We're fixing to go in and see the Reagan movie. That's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And what is our expectations of the Reagan movie?
Tear down this wall.
It's funny because Trump's trying to put up walls.
Make America great again.
Make America great again. I wonder where he came up with that slogan at.
Where do you think?
He did not copy that from Reagan. Trump didn't get that slogan.
Well, then apparently you don't know much about Ronald Reagan.
I know everything about Ronald Reagan just because he said it in one of his speeches.
Look, apparently you're a Jimmy Carter fan.
Oh. Now, Jimmy Carter was a nice man, but you had to have patience to wait in line at the gas tank to fill up your gas. And they be used to having hostages, American hostages.
Oh, my
goodness. But Reagan was really a foreshadow of the man that's running now. 40 years ago, in 1984, Reagan was running for re-election. He was worried about him losing because of his age. He's getting older. Then he told Mondale in the debate, he told Mondale, said, well, I'm not going to exploit my opponent's inexperience and youth. And they just, boom, and then 49 states voted for Reagan. It was a landslide, unlike any landslide in the history.
So are you going to sit here and tell me, and I mean this in a figurative way, are you going to sit here and tell me that President Trump is nothing more than Ronald Reagan chopped up on steroids?
Yes. Pretty much, Trump is Reagan on steroids.
I didn't say, like, steroids.
I mean, real steroids.
Chopped up on steroids.
Yes, he is.
Okay,
he's kind of, because his views are the same, but he pushed them a little bit more. He's more extreme. I mean, energy independence is one step further than what we had before with any Republican president. I agree with that, by the way. I think that was great. He's just more extreme but I think that you have to have that nowadays because the country's in worse shape than it was back then. The Democrats are more extreme than they are now.
Well,
way more extreme.
Well, I'm going to tell you. I would much rather have a mean X or a mean tweet, whatever you want to call them, and $1.89 for a gallon of gas than paying, I don't know, $10. I think that's what it is.
Well, not quite that high, but it'll go down right before the election, though, because so that way he can get reelected, or she can get crowned as the queen of politics. But, Trump is just a mellow guy. He's just trying to run for president with his mellow vice president. They're so mellow. And so, I tell you, Trump...
So how do you think this movie's going to be? You think it's going to be accurate?
I'm hoping it's accurate. I'm hoping they don't make Reagan...
Clearly you've made it known that you're on the Trump train.
Well, no, I'm neutral. I'm independent, like you are. Like you are. I was alive when Reagan was. He was not alive. I was alive when Reagan won the election.
I was
by
alive,
landslide.
thank you.
He was not alive in 1984 when he re-ran.
Not that one.
And I was alive for both of them. I was alive and also in 80. So I'm an old man.
Well, I was alive when he was on his way out.
Out, and he had his VP take over. But his VP kind of disappointed me and got weak, and then he lost against Clinton in 92. But that's a different story. But anyway, I'm hoping they don't make Reagan look like a, what do you call it? A douchebag?
Well, you're not, no. You mean kind of like
They make him look like a butthole, yeah.
Weak.
Or a butthole, maybe. They're going to make him look like he's a butthole, because of some of the policies he supported. They'll say, oh, you don't have no heart for people, and, cutting all these programs for people. They need the stamps and stuff. And Reagan's, a mean capitalist guy. Which originally he was a Democrat, but he realized that he said the Democrat Party left him. He didn't leave the Democrat Party. He said Democrat Party has always been for the working poor. And Reagan said somewhere down the line they left that. And they give it. And, Democrat Party is like Santa Claus on steroids that wants to give all these goodies out.
Oh.
Here you go. Goody, get $2,000 cards for illegals. You come across it illegally, we're going to award you, not export you. Here's your $2,000 debit card every month. But anywho, I'm off my soapbox, though. I'm hoping this movie, I'm trying to focus back on the movie, as you can tell. I'm hoping that, and hoping Nancy is shown in a good light. A lot of people didn't like Nancy. She was very protective over Reagan, and she should have been. Nancy was a little bit weird. She believed in some weird stuff, but she supported her husband 100% and protected him, which was why I should. And and so I just don't know how it'd be to have a first gentleman. I don't know, but I'm sure he has to support her or he's out the door. But anyway, that's just the way the women all work these days. I didn't say that. Feminism. But anyway, there's something we won't say in here. But anyway, people, we may do a following thing after we watch the movie and give our opinions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll make it one. We're gonna put it together and make it one podcast. Or record here, stop, and then we'll record when we get out. Webby hates the Republican Party, but I think that he will like this Reagan movie, hopefully.
You are so full of crap.
What? I didn't say nothing, Webby!
You just did that on purpose.
No! I didn't get you riled up like I did earlier. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway, I got a movie to watch. You can do what you want.
No, Dip. No. Whoops. Whoa, anyway, folks, we'll catch you on the other side.
Get your own material.
What? Get you on the funny side. What?
You practically stole what I said.
No, I did not, baby. That's nothing. Get your own material. What I look like, Weird Al? I parody your material? Oh. Well, this is Jason Funny, yours truly, Jason Funny, along with Webby on the podcast. We just got finished seeing the movie Reagan. It's starting to rain out here, as you can maybe hear the rain. And so we'll give our comments on what we thought of the movie.
It's been a little bit more than raining.
Well,
it's pouring.
It's pouring cats and dogs. But what wasn't raining was the movie. Now, I know she had a frown on her face the whole movie, but...
You are full of crap.
What? Maybe nothing. I didn't say nothing.
Because I wasn't crying at the end.
I was not crying. I had something in my eye, and I had to take out, my tissue thing.
You had to wipe a little tear.
No, because I got something in my eye, Webby. But, if you're a Democrat, don't go see this movie.
You know what? Don't listen to anything he says.
What? It's true.
You might as well just go see this movie regardless, because it is a very good movie.
Maybe
It just
independent.
it just
Or-
favors Republicans.
No. Well, it finally there was a movie that put Reagan in a positive light. They have other movies with Reagan, but they made Reagan look like an enemy, like a terrible person. His life did come to a tragic, Alzheimer's is a terrible disease. But, I tell you what, it was just hard. But I tell you, the one thing, I came out of this movie, Webby, I came into the movie as a Reagan lover. I came out of this movie as more of a Reagan lover. Now I love him more than I did before because I realized that this man is the cause of the fall of Russia's Soviet Union and the Berlin Wall, and it's because of this man. And he also avoided from nuclear war and stuff like that. This man right here, I love him more now after watching the movie than I did before. And, being, from the generation that remembers Reagan, I love him more because this movie really inspired me. So what do you feel
Well,
like?
I know that you definitely was alive during his presidency.
What's that supposed to mean?
You were already in your, 20s or 30s during his presidency?
I was a kid.
Keep telling yourself that.
Under
Anyway.
certain age.
Anywho.
Under 15.
Anywho. I thought it was a very informational movie.
You lie.
And I am glad to see that this movie didn't sugarcoat anything.
Bullcrap. But anyway, it did not sugarcoat anything.
I'm glad it did not. If you would have let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
I am glad it did not sugarcoat anything. And I am glad that it showed especially some of the most important aspects of his president career and what led up to it. It didn't just start in the middle and just go by really fast. You know? And
Good. Go on.
Get on my nerves. Anyway, one thing that you can also say is when it comes to politics, there's something that was done that we will hardly ever, if not ever, see done again.
Very true.
And that is somebody that's a Republican in California make it all the way to the White House.
Very good point. And back then,
Because very liberal state right now.
California back when he ran for governor, they had a lot of Democrats in there, but a lot of Democrats were blue collar, blue dog Democrats. They wasn't quite so. And we know that Reagan was very popular among college students. College students, like, not really, but Anyway, overall, you need to see this movie. I agree with Webby. Don't let your political bias keep you from seeing this movie.
Overall, don't let your political views, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, if you're a Democrat, don't let that keep you from going and watching this movie because it's a good one.
In other words, Webby's saying, don't let your ignorance keep you from watching this movie.
I'm not saying that. Those words did not come out of my mouth.
What? I didn't say nothing. I didn't do nothing.
I didn't say that. Those words came out of your mouth, okay?
It's nothing. I didn't say it. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button for all notifications. And we're going to plug the Wrestling with Webby channel. Just subscribe to this channel, but don't hit the bell for all notifications.
Subscribe to Wrestling with Webby channel. Go back and check out everything on it. And make sure you hit the bell so you can get notified every time I upload something. It is much appreciated.
Actually, bullcrap. But anyway, sorry about that. I sneezed. But anyway, yeah. So subscribe to our channel.
Oh,
Thanks
by
for
the
listening
way,
to the podcast.
by the way, just to let you know, I was the one that made everything about this. If you found any humor in it.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Good gravy.
Whoops.
Woo! By the way, Texas Roadhouse ran out of mashed potatoes when we ate there. Thanks a lot, Texas Roadhouse. Ran out of mashed potatoes.